It's 3 p.m. and time for the Daily Community Briefing. Team coverage of the latest local news important to you. Now let's head to the Wallingford Broadcasting Studios for the Daily Community Briefing.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Daily Community Briefing on WBON. I am Gwendolyn Morton. The Daily Community Briefing is brought to you by Bishop's Small Engine Repair, Affordable Heating and Air, Mountain Adventures, Bluegrass Marble and Granite of Richmond, Davis and Powell Funeral Home in Berea, and Always Growing Children's Resale Store in Berea. In a release issued by the Kentucky Department of Education today, Kentucky Public Schools will no longer be required to administer temperature screenings for students. This includes routine screenings on students before they enter a building or school bus. The Health at School guidance was updated, according to KDE, after consultation with the Kentucky Department for Public Health and Information of the coronavirus from the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention. This update will only require screenings for school staff and students that exhibit symptoms of fever. KDA added that parents should continue to keep their children at home if they experience any symptoms or any students with a fever above 104 degrees. They should follow the isolation procedures described in the guidelines. From the Madison County Health Department, the Madison County Health Department is now accepting walk-in vaccinations Thursday from 2:30 to 3 or until the vaccine supply is depleted. No appointment is needed, and the Health Department says that these walk-in vaccination clinics could continue at the Richmond location as long as supplies last. An investigation is underway in Lexington after a 19-year-old was stuck by a police cruiser on Tuesday afternoon at around 5 p.m. Officers were responding to a welfare check in the Garden Springs area. The welfare worker told police in a 911 call that a 19-year-old male was making threats and was having a mental crisis. When officers arrived, the subject allegedly made threats to the officers while holding a knife. The male then ran from the scene and reportedly ran in front of a cruiser that was just arriving at the scene. He was hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries. The newly formed Richmond Outdoor Committee has some exciting events and classes in the works to get citizens outdoors now that the weather is getting warmer. To get information on how the committee was formed through a conglomerate of Madison Countyans and local officials, WBON TV spoke with Mike Hale of Mike's Hike and Bike with the information on how you can get involved and participate in outdoor activities. Here's Marissa Hempel.
Tell us about the Richmond Outdoor Committee and how it came to fruition.
It's a committee that was set up by the city and through the auspices of the Parks Department. And I guess it's pretty much run through the Parks Department. But the idea is that Richmond has a lot of great stuff to do in the outdoors. And we want to have even more, especially educational opportunities, both for youth, but especially also for adults who want to get out and enjoy the outdoor activities that we have here in Richmond and the surrounding area. But nobody knows what they are or where they are. And so we formed this committee to help create events and find out what events are already existent and bring them to the light so that people can get out and enjoy them.
So you mentioned that a lot of people are unaware of some of these areas. Obviously, Lake Reba, you can kayak, you can fish. What are some other things that the Richmond Outdoor Committee, other areas that they kind of want to push and bring to light?
In the city itself, we want to bring to light the fact that the city has some great walking areas. We have some great activities that are getting ready to go on through the Parks Department. We're having classes on basic family camping, where to go road biking, how to kayak and kayaking etiquette. We're going to have some kayak races. We're planning a brand new thing called an urban adventure race. We've got the Great American Family Campout. We have disc golf tournaments quite regularly here. We have fishing tournaments on a very regular basis. And the city and the county and the surrounding area are, if not actively partnering in these sorts of things, at least we're going to help advertise each other's outdoor activities so that people can get out and find things to do and then go do things.
Now, you mentioned there are a lot of things up and coming on the calendar. So if people are interested, want more information or want to sign up for any of these classes or campground events, where would you direct them?
The simplest place to find things like this is going to be on a Facebook group for the Richmond Outdoor. We'll also be on Instagram, on the Mike's Hike and Bike Facebook and the Mike's Hike and Bike webpage and Instagram. We're announcing a lot of these things, and same is going to happen with Kent and Cane Pole and their social media. There are just lots of outdoor activities and lots of events that people can get in on, whether they're through us. Just from our shop, we have road biking and mountain biking excursions. There are places here at Mike's Hike and Bike or down at Lake Reba Park where you can rent kayaks and head out and go do stuff.
Thanks, Marissa, for that story. We've been following the story of the pothole situation here in Madison County. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet advises motorists of scheduled pothole repair operations. Rolling roadblocks from a mobile operation will be utilized. I-75 northbound pothole repair will be in effect for the following locations. Operations will begin in the northbound side at milepoint 94 and then progress to the Fayette-Madison County line at milepoint 97. Work will then move to the southbound side for the Fayette-Madison County line at milepoint 97 and progress all the way to the Rockcastle-Madison County line at milepoint 74. The traveling public should expect delays in the hours of scheduled repair, but won't it be nice to get those potholes finally repaired? With that, it is the end of our first segment of the day. We're going to go to break, but we'll be right back with more sports news and, of course, those COVID numbers coming up at the end of our broadcast. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is WBON TV.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Mountain Adventures is a new, unique store open in Irvin. They have both fruits and vegetables from local farmers and from farmers around the state. Stop in and see their huge selection of bananas, oranges, watermelons, plus potatoes, corn, green beans, and so much more. Mountain Adventures has also teamed up with Two Farms Meat to offer Estill Countyans a place to get your meats and all the other fixings, plus jams, jellies, and they also offer gift baskets. At Mountain Adventures, located at 70 River Drive in Irvin, or like them on Facebook.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
Donate or shop at the new location for the Habitat Restore in Madison County. The proceeds from the Habitat Restore go towards helping build a home for someone in need. Shop, donate, or volunteer at the new location for the Habitat Restore in the old CVS Pharmacy building on Main Street in Richmond.
Affordable Service Solutions is the heating and air company you want to call when you want the work done right the first time for an affordable price. That's Affordable Service Solutions. Call Brian at 779-0122 for all your heating and cooling needs, plus Tempstar units at an affordable price. That number again is 779-0122. And remember, Affordable Service Solutions is your local Tempstar dealer.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are gonna drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's going to put the work in the first place?
Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply is your outlet for bulk landscaping materials. They have served the community with their huge selection of decorative gravels and bulk mulch for over 16 years. Announcing new for 2021, Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply is offering trees and shrubs. They serve landscapers, business owners, and homeowners alike. Add a landscape bed or spruce up your garden with plants and ground covers from Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply. Minutes from Richmond, just off exit 76 in Berea. 102 Spring Circle Drive, 986-2985. Back to the Daily Community Briefing on WBON. The Daily Community Briefing is brought to you by Bishop's Small Engine Repair. Get your power equipment ready for spring at Bishop's Small Engine Repair. Let Bishop service your mower, North Estill Avenue in Richmond. Affordable heating and air for all your heating and air needs. Call Brian with Affordable Heating and Air Conditioning at 859-779-0122. And Mountain Adventures. Get everything you need for your next family meal at Mountain Adventures. They've got all the fruits, veggies, and locally produced meals located at 70 River Drive in Irvine. Well, Baptist Health Corbin is now scheduling first doses of COVID-19 vaccinations for Phase 3 of Kentucky. This means that anyone aged 16 and older can schedule a vaccination. According to the hospital, opportunities for appointments are being offered at the Baptist Health Corbin COVID-19 Vaccine Clinic at the Corbin Center. These openings are for those in Phase 1A, 1B, 1C, 2 and 3 groups only and are open to the community. To register for these vaccinations, you can go to scheduleyourvaccine.com. Well, while Madison Central basketball team starts their quest for the state championship today at Rupp Arena, the wrestling team at the school just added a state championship to their rich history. With that story, here's Michael Watkins.
Over the weekend, Zach Cowan finished off an undefeated season 39-0 with a KHSAA state championship. Cowan joins Thomas Deck as the only wrestlers ever at Madison Central to be crowned state champion and gives the wrestling program their 4th straight state champion at the school. While the Indians basketball team get their state tournament run started today, we will have the call for you on 106.7 The Pinnacle, WLFX. Central will face Ballard in the first round of the Sweet 16 in a rematch of the 2013 state championship game. Don't miss a minute of the action today as Madison Central faces Ballard. Our pregame coverage will start at 4:30 on 106.7 The Pinnacle, WLFX FM, or listen online at WLFXFM.com. For WBON TV Sports, I'm Michael Watkins.
Thanks, Michael, for that story. While the Indians basketball team get their state tournament run started today, we will have the call for you on WLFX 106.7 The Pinnacle. Central will face Ballard in the first round of the Sweet 16 in a rematch of the 2013 state championship game. Don't miss a minute of the action tonight as Madison Central faces Ballard. Pregame coverage starts at 4:30 with tip-off scheduled at 5 on WLFX 106.7 The Pinnacle, and you can also listen online at WLFX.com. So 2 places to listen online and hear live at the radio stations. Well, it's nearly Easter, and the Kentucky State Police hopes shoppers will include a Trooper teddy bear in their Easter baskets this year. The bears sell for $14.99 through April the 4th. All proceeds from the sale benefit the Trooper Teddy Project, which provides teddy bears for children in traumatic situations such as car crash, exposure to drugs, or domestic abuse cases, which frequently result in the arrest of a parent. KSP spokesman Sergeant Billy Gregory says the Trooper Teddy Project is designed to develop trust between officers and children. Oftentimes, we are meeting these children on their worst day, says Gregory. Whether they are scared or nervous from the circumstances they are dealing with, the bear seems to immediately resonate with them. That connection builds trust and opens the doors to communication between the child and the trooper. Gregory says the program does not utilize state dollars and relies solely on donations and the sale of the bears to sustain it. Annually, we host a bear sale on Black Friday and then again on Valentine's Day to raise money for the project, notes Gregory. This year, our bear shipment was delayed for our February sale, so we are hosting our first ever Easter sale. Gregory says he hopes that the spring sale will be successful and that trooper teddy bears might show up in Easter baskets this year. We know traditionally this is the season for bunnies, remarks Gregory. Kentuckians have always supported this project and has been absolutely heartwarming to see the way they have responded over the years. Trooper teddy bears will be sold for $14.99 plus shipping during the promotion. To avoid the shipping fee, citizens have the option to pick up their bears at the KSP headquarters in Frankfort or at any KSP Post location. For those interested in purchasing a bear or making a tax-deductible contribution to the project, citizens should visit trooperteddy.square.site. The Trooper Teddy Bear project came to life in December 1989 after Kentucky First Lady Martha Wilkinson hosted a gala fundraised at the Red Mile Race Course earlier that summer. The black tie event raised the needed funds to purchase 2,000 Trooper Teddy Bears. The first allotment of bears included a personal note on each stuffed animal from First Lady Wilkinson. Nice story there if you're looking for some items to stuff that Easter basket, just around the corner, by the way, coming up this Sunday. Well, Judge Executive KCO President Reagan Taylor announced a series of cleanup initiatives, including the dates for this year's annual Spring 2021 Madison County Litter Cleanup. The Madison County Litter Cleanup is one of 2 annual cleanup events hosted by Madison County thanks to a litter abatement grant. Judge Executive Reagan Taylor announced that Madison County Fiscal Court was the recipient of $60,800 environmental cabinet grant to pay community organizations a per mile rate for cleanup while also providing materials such as pickup sticks, reflective vest, gloves, and garbage bags. This year's abundant flooding, coupled with the delays in trash pickup due to the winter storm and flooding events, has increased the amount of trash visible in our main roadways more than any year in recent history, said Judge Executive President Reagan Taylor. None of us want our beautiful country covered in trash. For this reason, I have moved the spring event, which usually is in late April, to April 2nd through May 8th, 2021. In addition to the litter abatement cleanup, the Madison County Detention Center has begun supervised inmate cleanup on major state and county roadways. Inmate crews started picking up trash on Wednesday on major roadways in Madison County, as well in the cities of Richmond and Berea. The Madison County jailer, Steve Tussey, inmates have been vetted to ensure that we have the lowest risk inmates out, and all will be supervised by jail deputies. The State Transportation Cabinet is responsible for cleanup of the interstate and state roadways. State roadways are designated with a Kentucky on the road sign like KY50 or KY388. The state subcontracts with a private company and were on I-75 doing pickup this past weekend. They will continue to work on trash cleanup with state roadways throughout the spring and mowing season. If you're interested in volunteering, slots for community groups receiving per mile rate in full, we will always accept volunteers and supply them with cleaning materials. If you're interested, please contact the Roads Department Solid Waste Division at 624-4709. We ask citizens to please take caution while driving near pickup events. Please slow down and be aware that as we have volunteers and staffs on the roadway for cleanup. A great way there to get the roads picked up. More news from the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet. It is advising motorists that a portion of KY30 in Jackson County between milepoint 6.149 intersecting with Kentucky 3629 and 9.121, the intersection with US 421, will be closed to through traffic. The closure will start Monday, April the 5th at 8 a.m. and is expected to reopen on Thursday, September the 2nd. This closure is necessary for the construction of Kentucky 30 over US 421. Detour signs will be posted for an alternate route. Kentucky Transportation Cabinet asks motorists to seek an alternate route, be aware of the work zone, expect delays, and utilize safe driving habits when traveling through the area. The date, time, and duration of the work may be adjusted if inclement weather or other unforeseen delays occur. Motorists can access travel and traffic conditions at goky.ky.gov or contribute to the reports at waze.com or via the Waze mobile application. You can also get traffic information for District 11 counties at facebook.com/KYTC District 11 or by following us on Twitter at twitter.com/KYTC District 11. Good way to keep up to date with traffic conditions. Well, the Kentucky Association of Counties is awarding 2 $4,000 presidential scholarships to selected graduating students from Madison County schools. The scholarships will be awarded the selected students an annual stipend of $1,000 for up to 4 years. Madison County was selected because it is the home of the county. This year's KCO president of Madison County, Judge Executive Reagan Taylor. Students can receive more information from their school guidance counselor or through email susan.riddle@kaco.org. The application for this deadline is this coming Friday, April the 2nd. Well, drivers who use Kentucky 77 in the Red River Gorge in Powell County will need to find another route on Wednesday, April the 14th. The road will be closed between milepoint 1.5 and 3.7 for replacement of 2 drainage pipes. This location is between Branham Cemetery Road and Martins Fork Trailhead area. This includes the Nada Tunnel. Work will begin around 8 a.m. and should be completed by 3 p.m. During this time, the road will be closed to all through traffic. No marked detour will be posted, but drivers can use Kentucky 11, Kentucky 15, Kentucky 613, and Forest Service Road 23 through Menifee County as an alternate route. Motorists should plan their trips accordingly. At this time, Kentucky 715 in Wolfe County is still closed between Sky Bridge and the Menifee County line, so that route is not available for use as a detour. Between 550 and 600 vehicles use this portion of Kentucky 77 each day. In the case of inclement weather, the closure will be postponed until another suitable date. Lots of great information. We're going to go to our second break of the day. We'll be right back with lots of COVID numbers from around the Bluegrass and, of course, around the state, right here on your daily community briefing with WBON.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Mountain Adventures is a new, unique store open in Irvin. They have both fruits and vegetables from local farmers and from farmers around the state. Stop in and see their huge selection of bananas, oranges, watermelons, plus potatoes, corn, green beans, and so much more. Mountain Adventures has also teamed up with Two Farms Meats to offer Estill Countyans a place to get your meats and all the other fixings, plus jams, jellies, and they also offer gift baskets. At Mountain Adventures, located at 70 River Drive in Irvin, or like them on Facebook.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
Donate or shop at the new location for the Habitat Restore in Madison County. The proceeds from the Habitat Restore go towards helping build a home for someone in need. Shop, donate, or volunteer at the new location for the Habitat Restore in the old CVS Pharmacy building on Main Street in Richmond.
Affordable Service Solutions is the heating and air company you want to call when you want the work done right the first time for an affordable price. That's Affordable Service Solutions. Call Brian at 779-0122 for all your heating and cooling needs, plus Tempstar units at an affordable price. That number again is 779-0122. And remember, Affordable Service Solutions is your local Tempstar dealer.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are gonna drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's gonna put the work in the first place?
Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply is your outlet for bulk landscaping materials. They have served the community with their huge selection of decorative gravels and bulk mulch for over 16 years. Announcing new for 2021, Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply is offering trees and shrubs. They serve landscapers, business owners, and homeowners alike. Add a landscape bed or spruce up your garden with plants and ground covers from Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply. Minutes from Richmond, just off exit 76 in Berea. 102 Spring Circle Drive, 986-2985. Welcome back to the Daily Community Briefing on WBON TV. The Daily Community Briefing is brought to you by Bluegrass Marble and Granite of Richmond at 635 and a half Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Bluegrass Marble and Granite can take care of your remodels or fabrication needs. Davis and Powell Funeral Home in Berea has the best aftercare in the business. When every detail counts, remember Davis and Powell Funeral Home. And Always Growing Children's Resale Store in Berea, just down from Berea Ace Hardware in the Strip Mall. Every Tuesday and Thursday, they buy your children's gently worn clothing. We're going to go to Ron now with the governor's report with the new statewide numbers. Here's Ron.
Although the COVID-19 numbers are showing a slight increase, officials do not appear to be concerned. Tuesday, there were 751 new cases of COVID-19 reported, with 23 new deaths. The positivity rate is now at 2.90%. Yesterday, there were 378 hospitalized with the coronavirus, with 91 in ICU and 37 on the ventilator. During a COVID-19 update earlier this week, Governor Andy Beshear said there was some good news about the coronavirus. Both vaccines appear to be very effective against COVID-19.
Today, the U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention released a study that found two of the vaccines being deployed are highly effective in preventing infections among frontline workers, those exposed more than anybody else. The CDC studied 4,000 frontline workers, including healthcare workers, police, firefighters, and others. The CDC studied the effectiveness of the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines. The CDC found reduced risks of infection by 80% just after the first dose. In other words, don't wait for J&J. After just your first dose of these two, you can already get to 80%. But the CDC found, again, amongst those that are exposed the most, that the protection increased to 90% after the second dose of vaccines. That's everything from the studies before we started doing the injections is now proven amongst those that, again, are exposed the most. The study is important because it is done in real life. So there are vaccine appointments available, and real-life studies have shown just how effective, life-changing, and life-saving they can be. That's the positive.
If you haven't had your COVID-19 vaccination, the Madison County Health Department will offer walk-up vaccinations today and Thursday from 2:30 to 3:30. From the Channel 9 Newsroom, I'm Ron Likens.
Thanks, Ron, for that report. We're going to go right on into the incidence rate for Kentucky. Overall incidence rate for Kentucky, 10.83, down from yesterday. We were at 11.08. We have 4 counties in the green today, but we did a little swap in overnight last night. Fulton went back yellow, and Robertson is now green, and that is 0, and that is on track. Red counties, we are at 8, so we did pick up a couple of red counties overnight. We still have Powell, Lee, and Owsley like we did yesterday. Harlan, Whitley, McCreary, Simpson, and Lyon are all red, and that is up this week again. Madison County numbers, we are at 10.3. That is orange. We're just barely over that orange threshold right there. Yellow counties around us: Jessamine, Garrett, Rockcastle, Jackson, Estill, Clark. The only county on our border that still stays orange with us is Fayette County, and they're hanging in there pretty low too at 11.9. Like I said, Madison County 10.3 for your daily average today. 3 new cases, good low numbers there, and 95 active cases throughout the entire community. Good numbers for Madison County. With that, we are done with the daily broadcast today. Don't forget, if you need to get tested, we've got several sites all over the county that you can go to. You can check out our website to see all those different locations, and for vaccines as well. We'll be back here tomorrow at 3 p.m. for your daily community briefing with more breaking news and COVID numbers. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is WBON TV News.